Ms. Jackson, you say Mr. Figgures was a smooth-talking Casanova who swept you off your feet and out of your clothes and then left you with a baby.
Yes, Your Honor.
You claim Mr. Figgures disappeared 20 years ago, and now you want to prove that he is definitely your son, Daniil's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Figgures, you admit to being a former ladies' man, but you say there's no way you fathered Ms. Jackson's child. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Jackson, I need you to take me back to how you met. How did this all start?
I had a baby at 16. I couldn't take care of her. So my family actually told me, go, you know, better yourself. Go to Job Corps, do what you need to do. And I looked for love in all the wrong places. I met him like on maybe a Friday or Saturday night. And when I saw him with the long, curly black hair, he was just so, I was stunned. I was very, he was gorgeous. He was gorgeous.
Mr. Figgures.
Yes.
And you, it sounds like love at first sight.
It was infatuation. I was never in love with him.
You weren't?
No.
So it was just infatuation?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that's good you should say that. Then who else was you infatuated with? Let's keep it real now.
So the bottom line, you all did have a sexual relationship, right?
Yes, we did.
So Mr. Figgures, you acknowledge that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You did. Did you use protection? Were you guys using protection at the time?
Well, no, ma'am.
Not using protection?
We didn't.
No.
All right, and so...
I definitely know it wasn't just me. Right. So,
Oh, you do? You say you definitely know it wasn't?
I definitely know that.
How? Tell me.
Yeah. We used to have these little things that was called a green grass, right? We could go out and pick a spot and get to know each other, you know, per se. So that's what we did one night. And at that time, you know, when you're younger, sometimes people change their names and have these, you know, call yourself little nicknames or whatever, right? So at that time,
Majestic.
That was me. You see, she remembers. So I had another friend also. His name was
Mustafa.
She got a good memory. So.
This testimony is going real well, isn't it, Ron?
So.
Okay, at least we know they're on the same page.
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
So, getting into the moment of.
The moment.
Yeah. She calls my name twice. Third time, she called his name.
Oh!
Now, I admit I didn't stop because we was in the middle of handling the but.
It's lying.
But.
He is so lying.
Really? And to this day, she'll say she doesn't remember that.
Do you remember that part?
No.
But you know why she don't remember it? Because she was in my world. That's what she said.
What you trying to say?
That's what she said.
Whatever.
So you're saying when that happened, you thought to yourself, oh, maybe she's with the other guy too?
That's a possibility. I mean, she called his name.
All right. When you find out you're pregnant,
yeah,
do you let Mr. Figgures know?
When I found out, I thought I had a stomach virus or something. So when I went to the infirmary, you know what I'm saying, they gave me a pregnancy test. I'm stunned. I'm actually in shock. I don't have my family, so I'm really trying to.
But she also had another guy that she was dealing with at the same time. Why you coming to me telling me?
Dealing with.
I want to have sex together.
Hold on a minute.
Well,
dealing with.
You wasn't even there, so.
Dealing with.
You know.
Let her testify. Let her testify.
Dealing with someone, meaning he had my back. Don't meaning we having sex.
Come on, man.
It didn't come to, but the person that he's talking about, he even went to him and told him, you know she's carrying my baby.
See what I'm saying?
Mr. Figgures, so you admitted that.
Who? I went to the guy and told him that?
That's what she testified.
No.
Did you admit to that?
No. I didn't go to him and tell him that.
You know she carried my baby.
No, yeah, I went to him
because when later on that day, he came to me and was like,
what I said to him was, do you know that this is what she's saying? He said, yeah, but at the same time, they're supposed to be dealing with each other. Then he comes back and says, well, that he's going to take care of a child or, you know. So how can you say, how do I know that it's not his or it's mine or, I don't know. It's like she just putting on
Your
somebody.
Honor,
I don't know what's going on.
This man, till this day, is still
in my life,
in the picture.
Okay,
we didn't have
good.
sex. It's just he's in the picture. We're
good.
all in Job Corps,
All
and he knows like I'm pregnant,
and
that he's Mr. Casanova.
I want to give Mr. Figgures a chance to respond.
From my perspective of things, you have this friend that's in your life or whatever, and that's good. But at the same time, when you telling everybody that you dealing with this person, here it is a week later, you having sex with me again, but you got a boyfriend.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
You don't remember that? You don't remember that part?
With him, Your Honor, is totally different from sexing this man.
Come on, you was having sex with him and having sex with me.
Your Honor.
Right or wrong?
Wrong. Put it like this. If this man, because I can get in contact with him at any time, if he knew that this was his child, why would I be doing this after 20 years? You know what I'm saying?
Because maybe
if you
don't
look
know.
at my son and look at this man, it's no way in God's green earth that anybody could ever think that this other man is his.
Come on, man.
I know.
Sound like he's running to me.
The only reason I'm here is because I want him to find out. And if I was so much of a runner, why am I here now? I mean, come on, I didn't have to come.
You know what, Mr. Figgures? You didn't.
That's he should know.
I want to ask Danielle, how was it growing up without a dad and having to watch your mother, help your mother, try to find the man she believes is your father? How has this affected you, young man?
It was, I mean, we had hard times, rough times. We've been through thick and thin. And she always told me don't run from your problems, so I don't run from my problems. I stick with her through thick and thin. So
he needs to know.
And that's the reason why I'm here.
Your Honor, I have other children, and they dad come into their life. They come in, they take them places. They go here, they go there. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been me and him. He don't have nobody. I'm all he has, and he is all I have. What if I die tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Where's he gonna go? My other kids can go somewhere. Where's he gonna go? And that's been eating me for 20 years, that I have this man. I got you in the palm of my hand, like I got your social security number. Why is it taking the state of Georgia 20 years to even swipe his mouth?
Yeah, and that wasn't my fault.
Oh, I mean, I'm not blaming him.
You ain't never taken the initiative to do anything.
Like I said, if I didn't know how to get in touch with you, how can I? I may have
so many social media networks here, you can find anybody here.
I'm not
an excuse. That's an excuse.
You can find without a name.
You're not sounding like no man right now. You're not sounding like a man right now. You're not sounding like a man right now. You're not sounding like a man.
Without a name?
Yes, you can find anything with a name.
Okay, but look.
Hold on, Mr. Figgures, are you suggesting that you did not know Miss Jackson's last name?
I did not.
And you didn't even know your own potential son's name?
I did not. I knew nothing.
That's not an excuse.
I knew nothing. Well, hey, sometimes the truth may sound like that to you when you're confused.
Listen, Mr. Figgures, you know, you have a young man standing there, and, you know, he has tears in his eyes, and he says it doesn't matter to him.
It does.
And the
truth
just hurt
me because of my mother. That's the only reason it's hurting me.
And that means it matters.
Yes.
Okay.
Because when you've spent that much time loving your mother and the commitment you all have had to one another, like you said, through thick and through thin and up and down, you know, I believe you sometimes when you say, well, it doesn't even matter to me, because the truth is you haven't even had it to be taken away from you, meaning you've never experienced having a father.
No.
So all you know is growing up without one. You can imagine what it would be like. You can watch your brothers, your sisters, your friends.
See, they fathers in life. All my friends have. My closest friend, his dad died, but he seen his dad. My other friends, they all know their daddy. They all having these things with their father.
But to be honest,
go home. Like, I ain't got time to deal with this. I'll find.
Stop talking. You have a right to have that relationship.
I don't want that right.
In due time.
I know.
In due time.
My mind's already set. I'm done.
I know.
Your Honor, can I give you this?
What is that?
This is just
that
a
to me,
baby
Ron.
book that...
Listen, babe, you don't have to decide today, but I want you to know that you do have it.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I've been like this. We don't talk about this at all in my house. That's why I don't talk about it. I don't think about it. And that's it. The only person I really see as my father, because he's been there, is my youngest brother and father, because I have memories with him. Other than that, I don't really care.
Listen, baby, you swept it under the rug because that's all you could do to survive, to move on, to be strong, to be there for your mother. I understand. I understand. This is not easy, and it is completely unfair to you. You didn't do anything to cause it. You did not deserve it. You deserve much better than this.
It's a blessing disguising me, because that made me and my mama is even more closer.
That's my best friend.
That's all that matters. Really, that's all that matters to me. Me and my mom right here, that's all that matters. If I got her, I'm straight.
But I want him to know his father. This hurts where it's always, for 20 years, been us. Like, I have dreams of him coming to my house, or you know what I'm saying? Like, we meeting up, or them having a connection the way I never had my father. I never had my father. This hurts. And yeah, he's gonna put that mask on, but I want him to be able to take that mask off and be able to be on Facebook like, what's up, Dad? Or post pictures of them together, like, oh my God, I'm not in the best of health. I need this.
You handed me this book, and I wanted you to tell me what it is.
Come on, man. Come on. Look at that boy.
Well,
It's a side-by-side picture
Really?
of Daniil on the left and Mr. Figgures on the right.
Wow. Wow.
And tell me what else is in this book.
His other siblings, just him, the first day he was born.
So these are all monumental moments in Daniil's life, things that
Graduation.
his father has missed.
All of that stuff is on Facebook. Him walking across that stage and getting that diploma, I did it myself. I made it.
Which you did.
He don't got no children. He ain't never been arrested. And come fall, my baby going to college.
And so you brought this book here today for Mr. Figgures because these are the things and the moments he's missed.
You got
Ron,
to start
please
first.
hand that to Mr. Figgures. Mr. Figgures, I can see you now, and I see emotion in your eyes, and I appreciate that.
I mean, I have other kids, and I respect and understand what's been going on over here, and he should know. You know, and I don't want to take that from him, especially any longer. It has been a while, and like I said, I'm not running from him because I didn't have to be here.
Right. Thank you for being here.
Well, it has been 20 years, and we have the results you've been waiting for. Ron?
Your Honor.
Thank you. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Jackson versus Figgures, when it comes to 20-year-old Daniil, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Figgures, you are not the father.
Oh my God.
20 years, huh? For this. I hope you find that, because everybody should know who their people are. My dad wasn't there for me either. So I'm sorry for you, man. I really hope you do find out who your father is.
It's fine.
I have to ask you, respectfully, do you know who? I mean, for 20 years.
Like, yeah, but he's been there all along.
My God. Does he have any clue that he is Daniil's biological father?
No.
This is one of the biggest shockers ever. I do not know the results.
Oh my God.
I don't know what they are, but I did not see this coming, Ron. So this child's father has been in his life almost his whole life, and he didn't know it was his father?
It's not almost. His whole life. He's
So he
been
good.
there.
Daniil, babe, I wanna know how you feel. Is this surreal for you? Is it almost unbelievable?
I mean, the other guy been here, so it makes more sense. I feel more better if it was him, cause like he's been there, so it makes more sense.
Ms. Puckett, you claim the defendant, Stephen Macon, fathered your child while in a relationship with his current girlfriend, Ms. Glover.
Yes, Your Honor.
You claim you can prove he got you pregnant at the same time, and now you both have 2-year-old children named Stephen Macon Jr.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're asking the court for a DNA test to prove that Mr. Macon is the biological father of your 2-year-old son. And Mr. Macon, you claim to have concrete evidence that will prove to the court there's no possibility that you could be Miss Puckett's child's father.
Yes, Your Honor. She got 5 kids by 5 different baby daddies.
And you could be the 6th.
No, I ain't. No, I ain't. If we ain't have sex till like 3 months after, I wouldn't even have sex with her.
But you did have sex
Me
with her.
and Miss Glover, we wasn't together at the time.
Did you use protection?
Yes,
You did.
but it was.
Okay, but there was a malfunction.
Right. Before we even had sex, 3 weeks after I met her, she got my
Go
name
right upstairs
tattooed
to
on
the
her
attic.
neck.
You got his name tattooed on your neck 3 weeks after
We ain't
you
even
met her?
had sex yet.
No, I didn't.
All right. So, Ms. Puckett, take me back to this relationship. You were having sex with Mr. Macon, you find out you're pregnant. Mm-hmm. Then what?
And then I call him and I tell him, that I was pregnant. I told him, he said, how? And I told him, because I took a pregnancy test.
Did you know he had a girlfriend that he was off and on with?
No.
So in your mind, what was this thing you all had?
Well, we was dating. He was treating me real good. He buy me stuff. He gave me money when I needed it. He say if I need anything, my kids anything, he'd do for them. When I was pregnant, he was rubbing on my belly like he was happy and he was concerned about it. And I have a picture of him rubbing on my belly when I was about 7 months.
Let me see that picture. Jerome, will you hand it to me, please? Is this you, Mr. Macon? Are those your hands and your jacket?
Yeah.
So what do you have to counter this evidence that Ms. Puckett is presenting?
It's not my child. No, she was sleeping around with a whole lot of people. I know it for.
Do you have any proof of that? Did you bring the court anything? Did you hear anything? Did you talk to someone? Did you see her? Did you catch her?
Yeah, my own friends, they used to spend the night over there. Like, it wasn't nothing.
Your friends used to spend the night over her house? Like
That's a lie, Your Honor.
I didn't have sex with her till after 3 months after I met her. She wanted to have sex every single day since she met me.
Okay, and what you saying when you was kissing all on my neck and you was following me to my bed and going to my bedroom trying to take my clothes off.
Come on, man.
So you were saying you weren't a willing participant in this?
No, I felt like it was too easy. I'm saying that I felt like it was too easy. Okay, you trying to throw it at me. Okay,
well, you caught it. You had sex with her. I don't understand this.
Come on, man.
I don't understand this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna take that smile as a symbol of your nervousness, and not that you think it's funny.
Right.
To have 2 young men running around this world called Stephen Macon Jr.
No, it's not funny.
Both have your name, and coming from a family where, in my father's line, there is a 4th. I couldn't imagine if my father, who is the junior, was looking at another person that had the same name. Giving someone their father's name is about creating lineage, line.
Right.
Not this way. Not 2, right?
Right.
So now this is serious.
Last week, before we came to court, He sent me a message. Would you like to see that? He sent me a message off of Facebook saying that if it was his, that we all was gonna move in together.
Oh, get out of here with
he
that,
said
man.
me, her baby, and my kids, we all gonna move in together if it was his. Then he sent me another one, said if it was his, and it come out to be his, that we was gonna make love to the sunrise.
Right, I said that.
So you have evidence of that?
I have one of the evidence. One of the.
Jerome, will you please hand that to me, please? So this piece of evidence is a text.
Yes.
From Mr. Macon. Mm-hmm. If he is, like I said, I'll apologize to him. I'll come get him and whatever else needed, and I'll apologize to you, and we can blank till the sun comes up.
What? Okay, all right.
Is that a text you wrote, Mr. Macon?
Yeah, I wrote it.
Let's move forward from this. Take me to the day you actually gave birth. Was Mr. Macon there?
He came in, you know, and he was looking at the baby, playing with my son. And then so he said, so what you naming him? I said, I'm naming him after my brother. I said, because that's what my grandma wanted me to do. No, you're not naming him that. You're not naming him that. You name him Steve. So he said, call the nurse. So I buzzed the nurse. The nurse was there as a witness, because you know the nurse got to be there at all hospitals before they let you sign anything, an affidavit or anything like that. And that's what I did. I called the nurse and she said, are you sure this is your child? He said, yeah.
I stayed at the hospital literally, I don't even think it was 10 minutes. I looked at the baby. She asked me, what you want to name the baby? You going to sign the birth certificate? I said, look here, I got to go. I got some things I got to do, and I left.
Well, that doesn't even sound right.
Seriously, that's exactly what happened.
So, when you looked at the baby, you felt like there's no way this is my child?
No.
And then you were done then?
Yeah, I was done. I was been
So
done.
you didn't sign a birth certificate?
No.
I have proof showing that he signed a birth certificate.
I'd like to see that
right now.
Jerome, will you hand me that evidence, please? Certificate of live birth, child's name, Stephen Terrence Macon, Jr. Father, co-parents, current legal name, Stephen Terrence Macon. Is that you, sir?
No, I ain't saying that. No.
You know, this court understands that sometimes we get a little less than the truth from the plaintiffs and the defendants. So the court called the hospital in your home state where Ms. Puckett delivered, and their requirement is that a father, biological father, before signing a certificate of birth, must provide a social security number and sign the birth certificate. Did you provide that?
No.
What do you feel like she forged your name?
She could have.
All right, I want to hear from your witness. Ms. Glover, please stand. Maybe you can make some sense of this.
Hi.
Ms. Glover, we know that your child is named Stephen Macon Jr. as well.
Correct.
Do you believe Ms. Puckett's child, Stephen Macon Jr., is in fact your boyfriend's biological child?
No, I don't believe that at all.
Why?
Can I start from the beginning?
Please
Her
do.
sitting here saying that she didn't know about me, let me tell you, I was at work. I worked at a gas station, minding my own business. She sent some of her little friends up in there. I guess she heard my name but didn't know exactly who I was. I go home, I talk to him, I'm like, who is this precious girl that these folks came up to my job asking me about? He's like, oh, I don't know. So I put my detective hat on. I'm like, okay, you don't know? Let me find out. So I'm minding my own business. Steve's phone is ringing. So I'm like, who's that on the phone? He's like, oh, it's somebody playing on the phone. I had already heard about the precious girl. So I'm like, your phone ringing, everything is starting to add up. Let me answer that for y'all in the plan. Hello, who's this? She like, my name is so-and-so. I used to live with Precious. Your man, Steven, is sleeping with her. So I came to her door. I'm like, woman to woman, okay. He was like, oh no, don't go up there. So I'm already curious. I'm like, why doesn't he want me to go to this mysterious house if there's nobody that he knows lives there? So I knock on her door. Who's there? I hear rumbling, doom, 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 doom. I hear folks doing backflips, body jumps, and everything behind the door, okay? Next
She
thing I
knocked
know,
on my door like she was
I said, I hear you.
something.
I said, I hear you. I said, open the door. Next thing I know, I heard click, click. The lock, she didn't hit the lock. She got smart, because I was about to walk up in there, but she got smart. I don't need no case. So she hit the locks. I'm like, I hear you in there. You might as well come out
Honor.
here. Your friend directed me to your house. So you're not answering the door. I already know what it is. So I go back out to the car. He looking nervous because he don't know what happened.
You went to confront her.
Yes, as a woman. Because a man gonna lie. You know, if he can feel like he can get away with it, a man gonna lie.
So you went to figure out what exactly happened.
What exactly
you
y'all
couldn't
got going
trust
on.
to get the truth from him.
Because I didn't heard your name twice. You know what I'm saying? And I knew we was going through things, but he didn't want to be honest with me about it.
Can I say something?
And so were you there the day she knocked on the door?
Honor, yes, I was there. I didn't answer because I have kids, my kids in the house, and the way she was doing, boom, boom, boom,
I sure
boom,
was.
boom, boom, kicking the door.
Sure was. I heard you.
Why would I
answer the door?
Why would I answer the door like that?
I ain't gonna do nothing to no kids. I'm coming for you.
To me,
I'm coming
I don't
for
know
you.
her. I don't know
All right,
her.
let's get some order. Let's get some
Literally
order.
an obsession.
So you were there.
It's sickening. You know, I've been with this man 6 years. I ain't never thought about getting no tattoo on me. You got 5 kids, but 3 weeks later you go get a man tattooed on your back.
Miss Glover, she wouldn't have been prompted to fall in love enough to do something as silly as put his name on the back of her neck if he wasn't with her.
I mean, he can be with her all you want to be, but it's hard about.
So at some point you have to acknowledge that he was with her.
3 weeks though, come on
Your
now.
Honor,
What
she
kind
came
of
to
woman
my
would
house.
do
You said
that?
she's a young girl.
I've been with him 6 years. Okay, I was young too, but I'm not gonna go get no tattoo.
But
on me.
everybody makes their own mistakes.
You're right, but she's obsessive.
Everybody makes their own mistakes.
But Your Honor, wasn't so obsessive.
Your mistakes are not her mistakes.
Exactly, but she's.
I mean, do you really look, Miss Glover? Do you think for 1 minute this young woman really wants that for her life?
No. If she wasn't.
No. Do you really think this young woman wants that for her life?
She made her path. I don't feel sorry for her.
No. That's not my question. That's not my question. Do you think that situation is what she wants for her life?
I'm not sure. I can't get out.
Okay, so that's where I just needed to ask you those series of questions because sometimes when people give testimony, it's important for me to understand the intention behind their words. And now asking you that series of questions has alerted me that your intention is to completely discredit her at all costs. I get why there's animosity between the two of you.
It shouldn't be, though, Your Honor.
Look, but I get it. This is a difficult situation, and as I can see from hearing Mr. Macon's testimony, he does not help it any. Because you just right in the middle with your hands in your pocket like you didn't have anything to do with it when you got everything to do with it and everybody got your name. Miss Glover, how did you find out that that Miss Puckett's child was named Stephen Macon Jr.?
Okay, let's talk about this. I go to the WIC office. We got a little local WIC office. Everybody know everybody. It's about 2 weeks. My son's probably about 2-3 weeks old. I go in there. He's there for his little checkup. They weigh him. They're about ready. They're entering his information in the computer. Next thing I know, the lady's like, oh, hold up, I made a mistake. I'm like, you made a mistake? What? What kind of mistake could you have made? She was like, I entered your baby under the wrong person. And I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, because there's a baby born on July 4th of this year, and his name is Stephen Macon Jr. And she read it out, and she's like, and his dad's name is Stephen Macon Jr. too. And then she realized she said too much. And I'm like, what? I come outside, I'm like, do you know that this girl named her baby after you? And I mean, he looked devastated like me. I mean, literally, he dropped down like, you got to be kidding me.
When you told him this information, you truly thought he was genuinely surprised.
Exactly.
To hear that she had named her child Stephen Macon Jr.
He stood
So,
on it.
Mr. Macon, was this the first time you heard this? That this child was named Stephen Macon Jr.?
Yeah.
First time in your life?
Yep.
You lying as the day is long. I can see that from here.
Okay.
He already knew because he was there. He signed it. And ain't no nurse gonna let you sign no birth certificate. I can't just sit there and sign his birth certificate without a nurse being there to see that he's who he say he is.
I had a baby in Illinois. Mind you, they want the social security number and they want the name, but they don't need no ID. Could have had anybody stand up in there.
How do you think your name got on this birth certificate?
I don't know, but it ain't me.
So, Ms. Puckett, before I go to these results, I have to ask you, do you have any doubts? Were you with anyone else?
No, when I was with Mr. Macon, I did not sleep with nobody else.
So, when I open these results, I'm not going to be surprised.
No, Your Honor.
All right, Jerome?
Come on, Jerome.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Puckett versus Macon, when it comes to 2-year-old Stephen Macon Jr., it has been determined by this court. In the case of Puckett versus Macon, when it comes to 2-year-old Stephen Macon Jr., it has been determined by this court, Mr. Macon Sr., you are his father.
You know what? You sent her that text message talking about some that's your baby, that y'all can go have sex on into the sunlight. Well, sunlight time, baby. I'll holler at you.
Ms. Puckett, what do you feel, vindicated?
Just hurt that he wasn't there for him. That's just really hurt. And I just tried to tell him.
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Mr. Powell, you claim your wife, Ms. Burns, cheated on you with the man standing next to her.
Yes, Your Honor.
After only 3 months of marriage.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then she left you to live with him, and now you say the paternity of your child is in question.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Burns, you believe that your boyfriend, Mr. Jones, could be your son's father, but confess you secretly hope he's your ex-husband's biological child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Powell, how did you get in this position?
Every time that we would get into an argument, she would leave me and go be with another person. And then if she got upset with that person, she would do the exact same thing, come back to me and sleep with me.
Now, how long did this go on for?
For about a year.
You married her during this time, and you continually take her back.
That's right, because I love her from the bottom of my heart.
Ms. Burns.
Yes, Your Honor.
How does it feel to hear your ex-husband speak about you this way?
I know he loves me, but I don't think that we have the same feelings anymore.
How is it that 3 months into your marriage, you end up with Mr. Jones?
Our marriage was good at first, mine and Kevin's. And
well, it's just 90 days.
Yes, but Mr. Powell had a job, and then he'd lose his job. Then he had a job, and then he'd lose his job. I figured everything was put off on me. I have 3 other children, other than the baby, that I provide for. And I felt like all the burden was pushed off onto me.
You don't provide for your children, your mother does.
I do provide for my children. I pay child support.
How do you pay child support if you don't have a job yourself?
So, wait a minute. Mr. Powell, how did you find out she was with Mr. Jones?
She told me they were.
Oh, so you told him, Ms. Burns?
Yes, Your Honor.
What did you say?
Mr. Powell called me and asked if anything had happened between me and Mr. Jones, and I told him yes, it had.
So wait a minute. Let me get down to the bottom of this. You're married to him for 3 months. When do you even meet Mr. Jones?
We have a child together. We have a 6-year-old together. So when the DNA come up for her and he come back the father to her, he wanted to meet her because he hadn't seen her pretty much her whole life.
Oh, so when you say the DNA came up, explain to me what you're saying. There was DNA testing done on this child.
Yes.
And he was one of the candidates that had to take the test?
Yes, Your Honor.
How many men took the test?
Besides him, he'd be the second one.
Actually, the lady that did the testing actually said that I was the 3rd person to have this DNA test done on the child.
So was he the 2nd or the 3rd, Ms. Burns?
Wow. He was the 2nd that was named for the DNA.
Then what happens?
We take her to see Mr. Jones, me and a mutual friend of mine and Mr. Powell's. And he did his visit with her, and we returned back to my hometown. And I went back to LaPel that night to hang out with Mr. Jones, and...
What?
Yes.
2 days, Your Honor.
For 2 days?
Yes.
And she took
A married woman?
took all of her things and went and lived with Mr.
Your Honor,
Jones.
she told me that her and Mr. Powell were actually getting divorced. She didn't want anything to do with him.
Where did you tell your husband you were?
We were not getting divorced. We were happy.
He was happy.
If this is happy, I don't want to see sad. Mr. Powell, what were you thinking?
I didn't know what to think. I called her the second day after she had left, and she straight out admits to me, yeah, I slept with Mr. Jones.
Wow. Ms. Burns, how soon after that did you find out you were pregnant?
Almost 2 months after I had separated from Mr. Powell.
So when you were pregnant, did you tell both men you were pregnant?
Yes, Your Honor. I told Mr. Jones, and he reacted differently than I expected.
What was that?
I was pissed off, Your Honor. I wasn't very happy. I have 3 other kids, and then we got a DNA test with our 6-year-old coming out to find out that I'm the father of that one. And
what did Mr. Powell say when you told him?
He didn't really say anything.
Your Honor, we were having sex around the time that she got pregnant.
During the time of conception, you were still having sex?
I don't know if she is lying about the date of conception or not.
Oh, I just had a light bulb moment. You are saying that because she wants to be with Mr. Jones, you think that she may just be saying the time of conception was at the time when she was only having sex with him.
Right.
But it could possibly have been when you two were having sex as well.
Exactly.
Did you get excited? Did you think, oh my goodness, this could possibly be my child? What did you think?
I did. I was excited. But also at the same time, I was kind of worried because I knew that she did have an affair with Mr. Jones. And, you know, he hasn't been a father to his 6-year-old child that she already had with him.
Well, that's because I didn't know I didn't have a child until 6 years later.
So when Lucas was born, who was at the hospital?
My mother was.
I was never called, Your Honor.
You never got a call?
I never got a call, I never got a text, I ain't nothing.
We're still having sex, Your Honor.
All this time?
Yes. Yes. Even to this day.
What?
You know, up till a week ago.
Up till a week ago?
Yes.
Wait, Mr. Jones, you're laughing. Are you laughing because you don't believe it, or are you laughing because it's possible?
I'm laughing because I'm, like, not very happy at this moment.
Ms. Burns, have you been sleeping with Mr. Powell?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I have proof to show that she is lying right
What
now.
proof do you have?
Your Honor, I took a lie detector test.
You took a lie detector test?
To show you that I'm not lying and that I'm telling the truth. And so that
Do you
Mr.
have the
Jones
results
can know
here?
the truth. Your Honor, I do have the results here.
Jerome, please hand me those results.
God, you better hope to God. We about to find out. Oh, man. And no one even signed the birth certificate either, Your Honor. I mean,
a polygraph examination company, very reputable.
Oh, you're hit.
We'll see.
The question you were asked was as follows. Are you lying when you said you had sex with Ashley Burns in the last 30 days? You answered no.
That's right.
Which meant you had sex and you weren't lying.
Yes, we did.
The lie detector determined you were telling the truth.
Now what? What do you have to say now?
So what are you gonna say?
Ms. Burns, I see a little nervous jitter down there. This is courtroom, and if you're gonna tell the truth, this is the place you do it.
I was always there for her.
Have you had sex with Mr. Powell?
Nope. I don't care what that paper says. It's whatever. I mean, if he wants to ruin somebody else's life because his is miserable, so be it.
Wow.
Oh, so is it your suggestion that he's trying to ruin your life because he's miserable because he doesn't have you?
Yes.
Mr. Jones, what do you think?
I have no idea, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, what do you think?
I have no idea, Your Honor. I did not know this was going to be like this. I'm kind of hurt.
It's because she's lying to both of us.
I have.
I mean, that's what's been going on the whole time.
I so agree with you, man, because The main reason why I actually left Miss Burns is because she cheated on me way back when, and that is the reason why I didn't know the 6-year-old could have been mine. That's why I needed the DNA test to figure that out. So now, I just don't know what to do.
Your Honor, she's a liar, just period. I went to the delivery room after she had the baby, once she finally allowed me to come in, and I took a video of him. I watch this video every day because I love this child to death. I think that he's mine and I want him to be mine, Your Honor, and I've got this video here today. I would like to show it to you.
Please. I'd like to see it.
I'm about to walk off the...
I mean, I buy things for the baby all the time because I didn't know if this was my child or not.
Because you love the child.
I do. And I love the mother of this child.
And do you still want to be with her today?
Absolutely. When we got married, you know, she told me ahead of time that she had 3 children previous to our relationship, and I always wanted a family. So, you know, I knew that she was the right one for me.
So you accepted her?
Yes, I did.
Her 3 children?
Yes, I did.
Loved them like your own?
That's right. And her children call me daddy.
Mr. Jones, do you believe Lucas is yours?
I have doubts, Your Honor, because like I said previously, you know, we do have a 6-year-old together, and I was the third person.
This child looks just like me, Your Honor. It can't be Mr. Jones's.
But now, after what I've heard today, Your Honor, I hope it's Mr. Powell's.
Really?
And
Why
Your
do you
Honor,
say that?
Your Honor,
because like I said, Your Honor, I have 3 kids besides Lucas, Your Honor, and actually, I want to be technical, I would have 4 kids, Your Honor. I do take care of her other daughter that's not mine, and she calls me daddy and everything like that, Your Honor. And
oh
Your
my
Honor,
goodness. So Ms. Burns, tell me today, who do you want to be with? You got half the children calling him daddy, the other half calling him daddy. He loves you. He looked like he about through with you. I don't know what you want to do.
I want to be with Mr. Jones, but if he chooses otherwise, then so be it, and I'll go on without everybody. So, I mean, I don't need either one of them. I choose to be where I'm at.
Mr. Jones, it sounds like you're getting along better with Mr. Powell than Ms. Burns.
yeah, especially I never met Mr. Powell, ever.
That's right.
You've never met him?
Never met him.
We have never met.
Well, I was going to say, before I read the results, you're welcome to stand on this side with him, because it sounds like now. Both of you seem like you've been lied to. Kids call you both daddy. Miss Burns, what is this you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh,
Honor.
no.
No, I'm not. So I
Just
don't
want
need
you.
nobody. And you don't have to want me.
Well,
Like I said, I'll pick up, I'll move on, and I'll go on with my life.
it's a good idea.
Mr. Jones, do Mr. Powell a favor and please enlighten him as to what you have learned today.
She's a hoe, bro.
In respectful words. Why did I give that much leeway?
She is not faithful, bro. She's
I already know this.
Trash.
Miss Burns,
Yes, Your Honor.
this is a first where the 2 would-be fathers have now taken the same side of the plaintiff's podium against you. I've never seen it in all my days. And before I go to the results, I have to give you another opportunity because there obviously have been some lies. Is it something you have not said in this courtroom? A truth you have not told? I'm giving you the opportunity to just be honest. Were you sleeping with these 2 men at the same time and pretty much playing one against the other and basically using Mr. Powell because you knew he was always going to be there for you?
Sure. Whatever.
I think that's the most honest answer I've gotten out of her today. We're going to go to the paternity results, and that's why I wanted to make it clear because I don't need you questioning those results too when we can just be honest from the get-go, is it possible there was any other man?
No,
There
Your
can
Honor.
be any other person?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. It's time for the results. Jerome, the envelope, please. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Powell versus Burns Jones, when it comes to the paternity of 2-month-old Lucas Burns and whether or not Mr. Powell or Mr. Jones is his father, Mr. Jones, you are his father.
Sorry, man, I was rooting for you, bro. I'm still gonna love the kid no matter what. I mean, I'm gonna be there, but all the information that I just heard today, I just wish it kind of wasn't.
I don't know what to say.
It was a lot to hear today.
Yeah, it was. We actually been talking for more than just 2 months. I mean, I didn't get back with her because I had to test her and make sure that she wasn't gonna cheat on me and she wasn't gonna do all the stupid stuff she did before. And
So if we wasn't together, so then how did I cheat?
And you just told me less than, what, 3 or 4 days ago that you didn't want to be with anybody?
Okay.
Oh,
Really?
my goodness. What is this that you perpetrating on these 2 men? I mean, you just got them all messed up in the head. Mr. Jones thought he was the father, then he heard you cheated, then he didn't want to be the father, but he is the father. Mr. Powell thought he was the father, but he's not the father, but he wants to be with you. And
I don't know now.
I would.
you finally done now?
I think I'm starting to see the light, Your Honor.
Part of a child's healthy upbringing is having healthy parents, and those parents being able to have a working relationship. You are creating one huge mess for your child. This is not how a mother should behave. Are we clear? Court is adjourned.